From the chrome approaching the monster's bones to a vehicle being re-added years later, these are 25 secrets in Fortnitemares. The Halloween update introduced the mythic Howler claws, but it turns out they actually have a hidden feature. Aside from dashing, attacking, and detecting enemies, you can also use it to talk to wolves. Without them, they're naturally aggressive, but use the mythic near them and they'll suddenly stop and howl with you like you're a part of the pack. But one friend you can't make this Fortnitemares is the secret boss, and no, I'm not talking about the Inquisitor. You probably came across this seemingly normal house called Shroom Chalet, but there's a deadly secret hiding here. You can find a grave that says Willow's Axe Cache, do not touch, but unlike other headstones, this ain't a joke, it's a serious warning. The house is now called Willow's Haunt, and she's there ready to attack. The moment you're spotted, she'll sprint towards you holding an axe, and I'll say it's like a moment straight out of a horror movie. Unfortunately, she doesn't drop it when you defeat her, but she will give you epic loot, some shields, and a guaranteed key. And here's a pro tip with the Howler claws, it's not just wolves that you can protect yourself from. If you're about to die to fall damage, just use the dash feature right before you hit the ground, and you'll survive. And you can also win fights much easier with these mythics. They aren't the most powerful item, but you could actually increase the damage with a simple trick. If you hop on a wolf, you'll be able to swing your claws much faster with no delay. So if you're playing build mode, you can even farm a ton of mats insanely fast. Anyone who missed out on that tip might be in one of these graves, and now we can find out. Fortnite has added a special item called Goofy Gravestones, which you can interact with, and they are hilarious. There's all kinds of jokes like available for sublet, contact Grisabelle, and it didn't thank the bus driver. But one of them actually has a hidden lore secret. Meowscles life 3 of 9, which could mean he's died more times than we thought. And just when it feels like the Stranger Things collab isn't coming, Epic has dropped new hints right in front of us. Grim Gables was instantly compared with the Creel House, but the real evidence came with the grandfather clock, especially with the upside down face. Well, there's another huge reference that we all missed. The house has many towers on the roof, and one of them is completely sealed off, which is why nobody noticed this upside down room. Seems pretty on the nose if you ask me, but at this point, it just feels like we're getting trolled. The collab that was a total surprise this Fortnitemares was Evil Dead. We got Ash Williams from the movie, and he looks just like Bruce Campbell, which makes this next secret even better. If you interact with the Ash NPC as Spider-Gwen, he says you remind him of a wrestler he knew. This is one of the most impressive references right now, as it's a callback to the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. He becomes a wrestler known as the Human Spider, and in that scene, the announcer is Bruce Campbell. And don't be excited for too long, because while this is happening, another crossover has been deleted. Last season, we had the Dragon Ball event, and it was the most popular collab ever added to Fortnite. Epic even transformed an island to officially become the Kame House after teasing it for months. But with this week's update, it's been reverted back to the standard beach house. Well, hey, if something is removed from Fortnite, it is not gone forever. Everyone thought the police cars would never return after Epic deleted them in 2020 for obvious reasons. But files show that after more than 2 years, they might be making a comeback. They were vaulted just before the Joyride update, meaning we never got to ride around in a cop car. Whether this was an accident or they're actually returning, we'll have to wait and see, but I have a feeling people are gonna make them in Creative 2.0 anyway. And forget using roads, because you could finally fly again in Fortnite. We haven't had RPGs for nearly a year, and with the pumpkin launch's return, it is now possible to rocket ride again. The best part is, if you hop on an animal right before rocket riding the pumpkin, you'll still be able to shoot enemies, but your friend will save you from fall damage. Just unfortunately, you can't say the same for the wolf. If you can't find a pumpkin launcher, there's a trick to get one every single game. Hurdle Scream Leader is an NPC lurking just east of Tilted. He sells some random candy, but also has the item you're looking for. You can also find Chrome Punk at Flutter Barn, who sells it with chrome splashes and even 0-point pretzels, so definitely stop here when you can. Maybe you want a safer journey in the sky? Well, don't worry, planes have been updated to return, and we could see them back as soon as next week. They'll be invaulted in the content update on Tuesday, and will spawn on the new heli-carriers across the map. Even though Halloween isn't over yet, the planes might bring some snow, as Epic is already working on this year's Winterfest. Files for the iconic cabin have been updated, and will likely be added at the start of next season, but I'm really just excited for the free presents again, okay? One of the weirdest glitches in the game right now is confusing everyone. Turns out, if you equip the Howler claws on certain outfits, it'll turn their skin completely pale. It is definitely not something that seems intentional, and I'm sure it'll get fixed soon, but at least we're getting some fun items in return. The Propifier has been updated recently, so it's likely gonna get unvaulted in the coming weeks. We only got to use it for one season, and it was a fan favorite, so it would be pretty cool to mess around with it again. And another item that could re-emerge is the Glider water gun, but not in the way you think. Epic updated Batman's items, so they might be using them to create an entirely new mythic of their own. And so something else that could be getting a brand new version is the Devourer. Chrome is spreading across the map more and more each week, and now it's almost at the monster skeleton. Remember how we found out that Chrome can heal and repair? Well, we could be in serious trouble if it takes over the bones and resurrects it. We gotta fight off the Herald, Chrome, and a zombie caddis. We might just be in for the best live event of all time. And even if the Foundation doesn't make an appearance, he has a twin to rely on. The Black Adam set is in the shop right now with a ton of items straight from the movie. This also means The Rock now has a second skin of Fortnite, and his reaction to it, it's pretty wholesome.
How's the skin?
Honestly, it's sick.
Let me see the clothes.
Wait, is this the first time you've seen it?
Like this, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's pretty crazy, right?
wow.
And there's so many crossovers happening that you probably missed a crucial discovery. The Evil Dead films feature the Necronomicon, and now it is in Fortnite too, but this could have a deeper meaning to it. The original book was created by H.P. Lovecraft, and in the same update, we also got the Inquisitor, which has this symbol on the floor to summon it. Lovecraft was the creator of Cthulhu, and I could kind of see the similarities, so who knows if this is a coincidence or if Epic is planning something more. Other events are also taking place this week. The French Twitter account has announced a mysterious spooky night on October 22nd. While we don't know much, it could be a short film festival and party royale, or maybe a tournament. Another weird detail has to do with secret voice actors for the Herald and the Nothing. While they're not Hollywood actors like The Rock or Brie Larson, it's a pretty interesting choice. They are voiced by Dawn Bennett and Damian Haas, and while one of them was Dennis from Save the World, what's really strange is that it's not the first time they worked together. Just months ago, they both voiced the same character in Fire Emblem, so I'm gonna say Epic probably chose these two for a reason. While some things are intentional, this glitch is definitely not. If you use Mystique's emote, then get Chrome before it finishes, your hair and eyes will be stuck above you as a blob. It's super creepy, but nothing compared to the next glitch that ruined Fortnitemares this year. One of the best things about Halloween is the pumpkin launcher. It's been added every time with the iconic orange design and sound effects. But players pick one up this year only to find out the sounds have been removed. The best part is that Fortnite themselves were confused by this. They tweeted to listen out for the famous pumpkin laugh, even though it doesn't exist anymore. So to make up for it, you'll be able to earn a ton of free rewards. On top of quests, the Chrome Punk skin, and even an escape room's website, you could also tune into Twitch for an hour to earn this loading screen. Just make sure you link your account to drops. And while loading screens are okay, they're not as good as skins. And did you know they're about to get a new cosmetic every single day for the next 2 weeks? The release dates for 9 outfits have been revealed, starting October 22nd all the way to the 30th. So don't forget to pop in code T5G if you pick up anything. And the good news keeps coming. You'll be happy to hear that cars have finally been fixed. After so long, you won't go up to a car anymore and find it with like 10% fuel. Thanks to the new update, they won't spawn with anything less than 65% in the tank. And if you take your truck all the way out into the woods, you'll spot the Nobi cabin from Evil Dead. You can find the Ash Williams NPC inside, as well as a ton of amazing Easter eggs, including the Necronomicon, a chainsaw, and the iconic talking moose from the movie. Personally, love the kitchen and cellar. If you've seen Evil Dead, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You might also remember the Fallout collab. It is now on the Epic Games Store for completely free until October 27th. You can also find a new gravestone in-game that mentions an apocalyptic bunker, which could actually be a hint towards a collab. It would be pretty cool to see Vault Boy in Fortnite, but I wouldn't count on it. That is 25 secrets in the Halloween update. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.